And we just leaving out, man. The Foundry downtown Elyria, man, had a Black History trivia tonight. Right? Let me stamp the Foundry up there. Foundry. Live.
You telling everybody you won?
Markel Clothing. Talking to the fans, that's all. Talking to the fans. Markel Clothing. That's had a Black History trivia and had to come and show out. And you already know who won it. You're looking at them. But when it comes to this Black History, we put 30 years in it. So, and it just shows you a lot of people look like us don't take the time to understand the contributions that people like myself had made and people before me. So it's always salute to people that look like me, you dig? And much love and respect. So with that, I'm out. And you know I got it on me, so we good in the dark. Peace. What's good, everybody? You're now tuned to The Vault, powered by Markel Farms Clothing. This Black History edition. We in the month of February right now. The Thursday night, they had a Black History trivia at the Foundry in downtown Elyria. And it was a great turnout. It was hosted by one of the committees that my wife sit on. I think they did one last year, if I'm not mistaken. I didn't go to that one, but I went to this one. And my two daughters, Elise and Ricky, that was on our little team. And we were up against the AKAs. They had a group of ladies there, salute to them. They had Black History organization from Oberlin College. They were in the building, salute to them. We also had the Elyria Historical Society, salute to them. And, you know, regular patrons. And they had maybe, let me find out, give me 1 second. Here's the paper right here. Our name, we went under, it was Team Kale. And it's different categories. You had Black History Trivia. The categories were movies, music, TV shows, arts, sports, science and exploration, politics and military, millennial pop culture. So that's on our team. We had all the bases covered. Out of 100, we got 80. And we took home the crown. So salute to my daughters, man. Salute to everybody that was in the building. You know, we had a salute to my man Kenny Glenn. He also DJ'd the event. He also DJ'd my wife's 50th. So salute to him. He was in the building. You know, so on this episode, we're talking about Black history. And it seems like there's no love like it used to be as far as when February come around.
it seemed like that weight shifted to Juneteenth. You know what I mean? It was crazy at the Black Trivia event that scan in the room. I would say it was more whites in the building than blacks. You know what I mean? And salute to them for coming and trying to learn and understand. Because one thing about real black history, most of when I say most, I'm talking 85 to 90% of the inventions made here in the United States were made by black people. A lot of us couldn't get patents or the credit, if you will. And, you know, we had some younger African Americans and older African Americans in the building. And it's a shame that like some of the youth don't know none of them questions. And it's sad. They might know about millennial pop culture, but as far as let's get them, like for the younger, I'm gonna read off some questions, right? Who was the author associated with the movie Beloved? And multiple choice. So you got Marcus Garvey, Nino Brown, Toni Morrison, or Langston Hughes. So you can get in the comments and answer that. Right? We got James Earl Jones and Diane Carroll were the main characters in this movie. And the answers are Hoodlum, Independence Day, Set It Off, or Claudine. Put the answers in the comments. Okay, we got and Love Jones. He's brother to the night and the blues in your left thigh. Isaiah Washington, Omar Epps, Lorenz Tate, Bill Bellamy. Put the answer in the comments. And play them full. Where did Ace work while dealing drugs? At the pizza shop, the grocery store, the dry cleaners, or the laundromat? Put the answer in the comments. Who was Bruce Leroy's enemy in The Last Dragon? And we ain't talking about Google it. We talking about right now on the set. Without Google, with your brain. Who was Bruce Leroy's enemy in The Last Dragon? You got Eddie V, Cyrus, Sho'nuff, or Gramercy Riffs. And then you got, he played Pinky in Next Friday. You got John Witherspoon, Bernie Mac, Clifton Powell, or Keith David. Yeah, plenty more, but we'll do some on the next couple of videos I'll drop. And I've been saying with the influx of immigrants coming in, it's just history repeating itself. It's nothing but Ellis Island over again. And no disrespect to the people who came here to make a better life for themselves and their family. There's nothing wrong with that. But when you bringing in mass groups of people in, you putting in, they coming for what, for real? And they getting resources that supposed to be set aside for who? And it's the same thing since Ellis Island. The monies that they come here, that they get, especially when you're going through deficits, right? You're trading all the deficit, right? But you somehow have money to support these groups of people, right? And you see that Texas is going, they're having a border crisis, if you will. And I'm just here thinking, like I'm a part of the black race. And from the 60s to now, in the collective, we looking crazy. Why? Because you wanted integration and you got it. But what team do you play for? You play for everybody's team but your team. Because you were so quick to sell your soul for it. And a part of selling your soul is not being a real positive influence. You'll be an influence as far as pulling up with the clothes and the whips and where you live at, when you traveling. That's all we want to do anyway. That's the narrative. But ask some of these questions on this test without Google and see what you talk about. I was just on TikTok. There was a young lady talking about she want the people in the chat to pay for her to go to college. And I'm like, you could write a grant. And you ain't even finished high school. Not saying it can't be done, but put the work in. And then maybe people will support you off of that. You know what I mean? I look at the people that went before me. They put work in out here, man. People like my family, my moms and pops, man, they was born in the 30s. That was at the back of the bus. Times change, man. Excuse me. You got people who just want to be out sick, not washing their hands, not covering their mouth when they cough. I mean, these are things you're supposed to know coming off the nest. You know what I mean? I put a lot of research in, man, studying the accomplishments of African Americans out here, man. I went to Charles R. Drew Elementary. Dr. Drew, he was the one who he made it to where he made blood plasma. He where the blood, you can store that blood. And that helped greatly in the war. And he was the president of the Red Cross. Charlene Drew Jarvis, who used to deal with politics down in the city on a major level, that's the daughter of Charles Drew. So that's Black history right there. And it was shown, like, coming from DC, we call Chocolate City. Like, my high school was predominantly black. And then 20 minutes away, you go to Oxon Hill, you got whites, you got Asians, blacks, Spanish, more diverse, And now the teachers, some will be white, but in school, it's predominantly black. You know what I mean? So that's what it is, man. That's a little bit of this Black History, man. And I'll be back on here soon, man. Like I said, a little under the weather, man. People at work, I mean, you gotta get your money, man. But if you sick, you don't ain't supposed to be up in there anyway. You know what I mean? So that's the game, man. And salute to everybody, man. And take time out to put something in your mind other than sports and entertainment. You feel me? One love. Peace.